It's week 4 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bengals and the Titans. All that and more coming up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in 0-3. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Levis on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he will have the Titans first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. The Titans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Moore the motion man. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. This pass deep for Okonkwo. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Burrow looking to pass. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's more on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Levis back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Levis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here's Jones on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now 3rd down and 7. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. He did everything to hold on to it, but a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returning it is Moore. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw from Levis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now it's Burrow. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Burrow on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's Brad Robbins now.
Brad Robbins in formation for the Bengals.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well. And
Levis in trouble, down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Henderson dropped down to 8 sacks last season, but don't get lost in that number. Still had 3 forced fumbles and remains a game wrecker on the edge of Cincinnati's line.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Levis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now, again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And that will keep this a three-point game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And Burrow going to throw again. And it is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now Burrow. And he is caught. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Mixon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Levis now on 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Jordan battle there defensively.
Levis on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On the return is Jones. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
First down, here's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Mixon with a first down carry. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. 2 yards to go, second down. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the 22-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Burrow looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Out to the left, he's got Sample there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Chris Moore returning it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So Levis and the Titans now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:51 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's Levis. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Gets it to Burks. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Levis to throw. To Henry. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And there it is, Brandon, taking a knee. They get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3. And I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum of this win.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Cincinnati, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.